Greetings. Thank you very much for joining. Welcome back. We'll be talking about John. And for this week, we'll be focusing on chapter 1. But today, we'll be looking at the word of life. So we'll be exploring John chapter 1 from verse 1 to 5. So, John chapter 1 from verse 1 to 5. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. All things were created through him, and apart from him, not one thing was created that has been created. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. That light shines in darkness, and yet the darkness did not overcome it. Okay, so let's take it gradually. We'll start from verse 1. So it says the beginning was the word. So there was the word, which is a different person. I'm saying person, let's think about it as entity first. A different entity from God. Okay? But in reality, it's just person. I'll get to how it's person. How it's person is because in verse 2, see referring to the word, it says he. So that I can use the right term, he, the word is referred to as he, so we know it's a person. All right, so go back to verse 1. The word was with God. So the person, the word, the person was with God, another person. Okay. And it says, and the word was God. So two different persons are one being. How is that so? Now that is bringing us to the idea of the concept of the unit of Trinity, but we're still talking about just two different persons for now becoming one being, or they are just one being. And what is the idea of beings? Let me put it this way: human being. So that's a being, like a set or class of a particular existence. We also have angelic beings. So that's another set or class of existence. Okay? So maybe for more natural people, think about it as we have dogs, those are certain kind of beings. We have cats, those are certain kind of beings. And we have like all other various animals. So you can see that every distinct dog is still a dog. So it's still a specific being, but they are different. Same, every distinct human is still human, but different, unique. Every human is unique, different. So in the class of angels, we have numerous numbers of angels. Now, when it comes to the class where God is, there are only three in particular that are in existence. And three persons, not beings, of course, three persons in its own class of being. There are only three persons. Okay. So in its own class of being, we have the word, which is a person, because it's called he, and we have God the Father. The focus of this part is not to explain Trinity, but I'm trying to give you some concept to how that is so. In future, when we explain Trinity, you'll get deeper understanding as we use other references to bring clarity. Now, moving forward, verse 3 says, all things were created through him. That's true through the word, you see. All things were created through the word, and apart from the word, not one thing was created. So there was nothing that could come to life or was created without the word. Inside this word was life. Of course, there will be no life without the word. In him was life, and this word is a being, is in the being class of God. And this word is a person. In him was life, and that life was a light of men. That light shines in the darkness, and yet the darkness did not overcome it. How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful. You see, one thing you can have of God is to have deep reverence for Him. You see, it is incomprehensible. We cannot comprehend Him, but He is able to open Himself up to a point that we can come into the corridors of some understanding of who He is. Can you just bow your heart as we adore Him and bless Him and exalt Him for the beauty of who He is? For He is great and greatly to be praised. Thank you very much for joining, and God bless you.